All rise for the RankKing's court.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are back to our normal time of 6:30, and we never left Tuesday, so we don't have to worry about that. We're still here. So
You do not have permission to leave nights.
I would hope not. That's going to cause a very bad scheduling conflict that I don't have an agenda to whatever. What's up? Tuesday, 6:30. We are on Twitch. We are the RankKing's court. Bo, Deke, in the house. Boys, how we doing?
Still connected to the speaker, apparently.
Pretty good. How are you doing, Austin?
I've never had a bad day, Austin. How about you?
Well, you know what? I've had a lot more good days than bad days, and this is a good day. So we're on the right track. So, I mean, I can't really. I'm like you. Like, it's not more of a bad day. It's more of an inconvenient day. Like, why are you in the week if this sucks? Why are you doing this? Like, kind of thing.
Fair enough. Foreigner said, "What up, boys? What up, boys?
Foreigner?
What up,
What up?
those bros?"
Bows, bros, deeks, freaks, kings, things in the house.
King's things.
King's
I like
things.
it. He's sticking with
That's
it.
what we had. That's what we had.
I know what we had. I'm just saying that King's Things is hysterical and accurate with Deeks, Freaks, and
Right.
Bows Bros.
It's right up there.
All right. So, yes, before we get into tonight's topic, we got a couple things to address. One, to disclose all of our beautiful content and where all our stuff takes place. You need to know where we do this from. So which one of you mother truckers is going to read the ad read today?
It's all you.
Are you going to say hi?
Rock, paper,
Hi, Morgan.
Hi, Morgan.
Just
I
weird-
didn't see
It's
the
just
comment.
fucking weird that, No, it's cool. Anyways, so yeah,
Morgan-
Austin didn't say it either. Yeah.
Miss
well,
Morgan Marie says, howdy, gents.
hello.
Hello.
The RankKing's Court is live today from the Union Fitness Studios. Located on the North Shore of Pittsburgh, Union Fitness is more than a traditional gym. It is a place where you can transform yourself inside and out with a variety of classes based around fitness, yoga, strength, and performance training. At Union Fitness, they believe it is their duty to hold themselves and their clients to a higher standard. They practice what they preach and uphold the values that make Union Fitness the community that it is. Go to unionfitness.com today to sign up for a consultation. Through Union, there is strength.
I'll do it with
Super
those
late. Wow, you guys are
arms. I
losing
did it
it.
with this arm.
there you
You guys are
What, man?
losing it. You're losing it. Cancel the show.
What's up, Denny?
But we got to talk about this before we do
Ooh.
stuff.
You know what we got to talk about before anything,
What's that?
Austin?
Oh,
What?
I know where you're going
So
with this.
I was okay. So yesterday was 412 day. Shout out Shot 412. Your boy got a little tipsy, Austin.
Oh, Jesus.
But well, no, it's not a bad thing. But what I would like to say is, live on camera while I was tipsy, I defeated Dennis in a game of FIFA 13-1.
That's a lot
You
of
know what?
goals for FIFA if you're not
Tipsy.
familiar with it.
Drunk, blackout, sober. I don't see you beating him many times. So, I mean, maybe one of us that really isn't even good at FIFA could take that.
Probably. I beat Denny 10-0 one time.
I think that Austin could beat Dennis at FIFA.
You think so?
I do.
Did
I
Denny
suck
have
at-
any red cards? That's the question.
Denny, would you like to defend yourself in the chat? You can let us know. I will. Austin, he owes us an apology letter, and I'd like to see you play him in FIFA. We'll see.
I mean, I would love to make this clear, and if he's not gonna put out an apology letter, then I will.
Yeah, put out, Denny.
I will hold him in contempt of court, to which that he will be forced to donate multiple bits until that this apology letter is presented. So
he says, "Vo is a liar and a piece of trash. Deke is better when he's drunk."
You were there when I beat Denny.
Thank you, Foreigner. I appreciate that, buddy.
That was at your place.
It was at my place.
And he doesn't accept that he lost.
Denny is not bad at FIFA. Denny defeats himself.
That's fair.
But I just want to let you know, Austin, that I'm representing the RankKing's court justly.
I would hope that you would, because we are terrific Tuesdays, so to speak. I mean, we're a brand, like we're the bee's knees, man. I dig it. I will say, if we haven't heard anything about last week's topic, like game shows, because I know that people are like, "Oh, Jeopardy should be number one." Yeah, you should also not ever challenge my judgment. That's very clear.
Or else die.
Well, we're not.
No, okay, my bad.
We don't wish death upon people.
Okay, my bad.
I don't know what you do on your show, but
they're all my fucking shows, nerd.
So, Bo, did we have anything? Supreme Authority last week?
Some people did want Jeopardy as number one, but I know, like, my coworker wanted Jeopardy as number one. Then I told him your reasoning for Family Feud with like all the content that comes out of it, and he's like, "That's a good reason." Like, he understood with Family Feud as number one for that.
I should be that guy that sits on the thing and be like, "Here's my view. Tell me exactly why your view doesn't work." Like this time, I'm that guy. I'm that guy. I feel like I could go to a college campus, take our content.
You got that DNA test. You're 100% that bitch.
Ooh, what? You said
you took a DNA test. You said I'm that guy. I said you're 100% that bitch. Yeah.
Yes. You said it so fast I didn't hear you. First.
It's called rapping.
Oh, that's good.
Have you ever heard of it?
The content of music.
Mom's spaghetti. Knees weak, arms are heavy. Vodka on his jean jacket already.
Oh, he does have a jean jacket on.
It's called improvising. It's called fucking. It's called freestyling.
Freestyle.
Before we move on to today's topic, I think we have a certain piece of something that I need to add, because tonight, gentlemen.
What's he gonna say?
Time to catch 'em all, part 2.
So you can confirm that we did not catch them all the first time.
We caught all that were available at that time.
So confirm or deny, these Pokemon were just created.
At the same point where that Ash never ages, we're at this stage at the point.
He saw a ho-oh.
10 years old for the rest of his life, so it's fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're moving on to part 2 of our Pokemon talk, and tonight we're going to hit all of the Pokemon in the Johto region.
Super geeked.
Believe it or not, I had a lot of the Pokemon VHS films for like the movies and like TV episodes and everything, but I enjoyed a good bit of Johto. It wasn't
strongest movie outside of the first one by far.
Yes.
Like the first one was iconic because we're obsessed with it. I think it's the better of the movies, but the first one was just amazing. But this game I thought was better than the first one in terms of like the amount of hours I put in at an adult stage.
That's true. And there's also like different, like you could argue that I guess Pokemon 2000 might be in that aspect because of a certain Pokemon that we're going to get into a little bit later.
We will.
Being in the Johto region. But yes, I enjoyed quite a bit of the Johto side of Pokemon. There's definitely a lot to talk about, so I don't want to waste any time.
He's just leaving. We lost a member. He's not interested now.
A little love tap on the shoulder. So let's move on to let's go to our first radical ranking. Let's start there.
All right.
Radical ranking. All right. So our first radical ranking, we're going to get into the Johto Legendaries. I know that seemingly I think we're kind of limited with the amount of Legendaries that are in the first kind of 151 Pokemon. I get that. When people think of like Legendaries, they normally think of like the three birds, Mew and Mewtwo kind of thing. So, but I think we're going to get into, I mean, you could argue the same thing for this. There's elements, and we'll get all that jazz. So let's start off with our number 5 as we talk about one of the 3 legendary dogs. Number 5 being Suicune.
Sweet. I've never heard of this one.
You never heard of Suicune?
No.
But we're not going to get in a situation where you're not going to know any of these again, right?
It's very possible.
Man, so Suicune essentially the more ice and water style of the 3 legendary dogs. And I will say, like, I really enjoyed most of all about Suicune was the design. I thought that this design was really cool. It's like almost like purple hair that's in the wind kind of thing. I really, really enjoyed all like the diamonds and aspects and all like it looks like kind of like ribbons that are on it. So it is like my least of the 3 legendary dog Pokemon, but I very much appreciated what Suicune brought to the table. It was certainly not my favorite though. So
That's why it's number 5.
well, yeah, of course.
Yeah, but there's 6, right? 7. 5?
What? 4?
No,
Nine?
there's at least 3.
The legendary dogs, yeah.
Just legendary Pokemon in Pokemon, yeah.
No, there's not.
You hated Susqueen because it was water type.
Suicune, and I said it was Susqueen.
Susqueen!
That'll be the next shoes. Susqueen. That'll be the next thing. Oh, calm. The other legendary dog we're going to talk about at number 4.
I hate this
I
dog.
thought was just hella dope by just looking at his face. That's
I
Raikou.
like this one.
I hate Raikou.
Okay, so tell me why you don't like Raikou.
Because without a Master Ball, it's the toughest Pokemon to catch in Pokemon history.
But isn't that kind of more of an ideal of why you like it a little bit?
No, I
or
fucking hate it.
is it straight?
Frustrated.
If a dog doesn't want me to pet it, I'm gonna have issues with that dog. Like, I get that some dogs don't want to be patted, but I want to
Especially
pet
on the
you.
head. Some of them don't like patting
I
on
would
the
like
head.
to pet you.
I will say I
You
don't
gotta
know
catch
if
them,
you're
though.
exactly petting these dogs if you're more or less trying to catch them, but you're essentially as a dog catcher kind of thing.
Catch
Like
them with good boy
Dog
boops.
catcher.
Yeah, you're a dog catcher. I'm a friend of dogs, Austin.
Friend of dogs.
I'm an ally of dogs.
It's interesting because he's more of the electric type of the dog.
He is dope.
But I enjoyed like almost his face more than anything because it kind of looks like it's a combination of a mustache and starfish from Mermaid Man. So I thought it was really odd yet cool. But Derek is right. This is the hardest of the 3 legendary dogs
What up, Rook?
to catch, and essentially one of the hardest Pokemon to catch in. I wouldn't say Pokemon history, but it's.
I would say Pokemon history. So basically, though, if you face this, you had to like on the map of the Johto series, you could see where where the dog was. So you flew there, go to a bit of grass. You have to be lucky enough to face it, and then if you attack it or throw a Pokeball at it, it runs away to another part of the map. So you only basically have to capture it with a move that prevents your Pokemon or that Pokemon from disappearing, or a Master Ball instantly.
It's
Oh, good.
very-
Bueno's here. Stupid fucking pussy ass bitch.
You know what? Tell me.
Biggest fan.
I know I'll probably say like, "Oh, there's no orange dogs on here. They're not cool." Shut
No,
up.
Bueno didn't play Pokemon. He wasn't cool enough.
He played outside like me.
Pretty upset Raikou didn't get his own bit in a movie, Meek writes in.
That's
That's a
fair.
fair one, Us. Did you talk about the movie at all? Like, after I left?
Well, so we didn't move on to technically that aspect.
Oh,
yet
you're
because-
fine. Just a comment. I was just curious, buddy.
Yeah, no, you're good because, in a sense, Suicune got like his own bit for a film, and one we're gonna get into later on got his own bit. But Raikou was sort of left out of the mix, and I never knew the reason why. Maybe they just thought like they couldn't carry a film with an electric dog. I'm not really sure why. If you carry
Maybe,
That
maybe
Bolt,
they couldn't catch him.
that Bolt movie did well.
And Bolt, yeah.
yeah, Bolton could, yeah.
Bolt did great.
we will move on to the last of the
Down.
All right, I'll go fuck myself. My bad, Austin.
Like
No,
which,
it's your show. It's your show. My bad. It's fine. It's not a big deal.
is basically for a while of the film the antagonist of the third Pokemon movie, which is Entei.
That's why he's number 3.
Little wuss.
Embarrassing.
Little handlebar mustache wuss.
This, I mean, you granted Entei in Pokemon. Is it Pokemon 3 or Pokemon the third? I'm not entirely sure.
The third.
Pokemon the third. Okay, so regardless, Entei in that film is more of a imaginative design characteristic brought on by the unknown more than anything. So it doesn't really relate, but I appreciated.
Well, no, Entei's a real being. It's just that in the movie, the little girl's dad used to tell her that he was Entei, so when the parents disappear, they bring the actual Entei there to be the father because she's controlling the unknown. So Entei's under kind of like I need to protect this kid no matter what mindset, and the unknown are the worst issue, but
Yeah, he is the fire type of the legendary dogs.
Rawr.
And I thought one of the coolest face-offs in Pokemon history was Entei versus Charizard, because this was the first time that we had seen Charizard probably since he went to the island of all the different Charizards. So, like, he was able to come to Ash's aid when the two never got along whatsoever. So, sort of almost like the enemy of my enemy, but with an understanding kind of thing.
Charizard's like, it's like when my little brother gets beat up. It's like, all right, now I got to go do something.
Exactly. But yeah, Entei eventually comes to his senses and be like, well, this isn't right. She's in a castle literally formed by crystals. So sooner or later, people are going to notice, and
I love crystals.
this whole thing's going to be thrown through whack. But yeah, man, Entei at 3. Love the design. Love the. I'm not really sure who played him voice wise in the movie. I didn't look it up, but really well done. We'll move on to number 2. The first legendary Pokemon we ever see, and this goes back to the original Pokemon animated series. This is Ho-Oh.
Ho-Oh.
The Pokemon that Ash sees flying through the sky after Pikachu shocks him with a bunch of, is it Sparrow D? It was Sparrow, right? That were flying around and trying to peck at Ash and everything on the bike.
Yeah, it was the very first episode when he was getting attacked by Sparrow. He looks up and past the rainbow goes a Ho-Oh, which pushed to the fact that they had already planned generations past the first 150 in Pokemon, or at least mythologically. And the vision of Ho-Oh is that Austin is a Ho-Oh. Denny, I need an apology letter. The thing about the Ho-Oh is if you see it in a certain light, your number one wish will be granted. So the long-standing theory is that Ash saw Ho-Oh and then wished to be that age forever so he could always be a Pokemon trainer.
Oh.
Right, because he literally never ages, and we see other people get older, and it's like, all right,
Yeah,
well,
makes sense. There it is.
he basically pulled a Timmy Turner and just wished to be that age forever.
Timmy.
Not a bad wish.
Remember when that song was a thing? Damn.
Still is.
Designer.
Disrespect. Designer. Panda. What do you mean?
Bird. Number 1. By far, I think.
You got lean in that cup, boss?
I don't got nothing in this. I got water in this cup. Let's be honest.
Wow, so you lied. You have nothing to water.
Why would you put water in a cup?
You got an issue.
What doesn't have an issue is our number 1. And again, a legendary Pokemon with a voice. I don't know why they keep rolling with this, but it was amazing when I saw it. Lugia, number 1.
Strongest Pokemon I ever had in a game.
I mean, it always comes down to who would win in a battle between Lugia and Ho-Oh.
Lugia.
Lugia would.
Sound like you said ho-ho.
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 Oh!
But Lugia was the main proclaimer in Pokemon 2000.
Yeah. Great.
Was again a great. I'd have to probably do a mini ranking of all the Pokemon movies at some point when we're finishing.
I think I've only seen 3 of them.
I've seen this one. I know I've definitely seen the one with Celebi in the forest with
I have not seen the Celebi one. I've seen the Unknown, Lugia, and then... So, Meek asks, does Mewtwo make the list?
No.
Technically, no. Mewtwo is around in all regions, but not for the Johto region. So, great question, though.
And then there was the one with Latios and Latias.
Yep.
I remember. I've seen that. And Groudon and I know Rayquaza was the green one, but I'm trying to think of what the blue one was now.
It's all right. Let's go back to Lugia.
Hey, Austin, do you know how tall Lugia is?
Lugia?
Yeah.
How tall?
Random fact.
That you Googled?
No, it just popped up on my computer.
How tall is he?
17 feet 1 inch.
Oh,
No, that inch really makes it.
Yeah.
Hey, good Meek.
17 feet 1 inch. But yeah, he was essentially the guardian, or like kind of the balance between in Pokemon 2000 of Moltres, Zapdos, and Articuno, which I thought was kind of interesting, including a legendary from like a Johto perspective.
Yeah.
Basically guarding and keeping balance over the 3 birds. But yeah, Lugia is the water dweller. He is by far, I think, one of the best of the Johto and even Legendaries period. So yeah, those are our top 5.
I would have been
Johto.
pissed if Lugia wasn't number 1.
What did you expect if with Ho-Ho was 2? Like, did you expect?
It's not about the legendary Pokemon. It's about you.
Very true.
You and your egg ranking.
Egg ranking.
That egg ranking was solid. It wasn't scrambled. It wasn't mashed.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Could have been cracked.
Hard boiled, if that. Yeah.
Let's hit let's hit radical ranking number 2. Try
to play my Pokemon Silver. My Game Boy shit the bed.
Dude, I know. I saw Emerald and all the other games that I used to play back at home. I never grabbed them, but I need to. Yeah, radical ranking number 2, guys. Talked about this style back when we had our first Pokemon talk. We're going to talk about the gym leaders, but we're going to talk about the top Johto gym leaders. I personally thought the gym leaders in the first season of Pokemon were better, and that's just me.
By far.
It wasn't real. There wasn't. I don't want to say like competition. There's an infuriating one that we'll get into at some point. But let's just start off with number 5, Bugsy.
Okay.
Which is the bug gym leader, if you couldn't tell by the name. But the interesting thing about Bugsy is that 2 Pokemon that are with Bugsy are 2 Pokemon that we never thought would actually prove a challenge. And that's a Metapod and a Kakuna.
Oh, Forager comes in with 1, 2, 3, 4, 500 bits and says the egg ranking was amazing. Thank you, Forager.
Nice. Yeah,
Shout out Crime Project.
Appreciate it. I got it.
They technically weren't attached to each other, the comment and the donation, but I assume they're together, Austin, so.
I'll take it either way.
Thanks, Forager.
Yeah, the interesting thing about this is that it makes me feel like Bugsy is more of a what's that called? When you lure someone in with confidence. It starts with an H.
Predator.
No.
Oh.
It starts with an H?
Hustler. A hustler. Like you're hustling
Hustler.
someone.
Yeah, it starts with an H.
I'm just curious about the confidence thing. If you hustle somebody, you make them feel confident.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Gotcha, yeah.
You steal it away.
You hustle it.
Hustle. Which the only 2, or they only know about 3 moves, and that's Tackle, Harden, and String Shot. That's kind of it.
Super mega harden.
So, yeah, exactly. When it's just like 2 Metapods. And it's
Denny comes in with 300 bits. Shout out Denny. Shrek did it with a 1, 2, 3. Chug.
Denny, we need that. Like you're gonna have to keep donating bits though, unless you present that apology letter. So, same. But
he donated more bits than goals he scored in FIFA.
I drank 44
against
fluid
both
ounces.
of us.
Thanks. But yeah, it's lured him with confidence because the next Pokemon that Bugsy throws out is a Scyther, and which is
seems like a waste of time.
Yeah, right. Like I think it's primarily like a hustling move. Like it's like, oh yeah, oh no, you won. Oh that bitch, I got a Scyther. What are you talking about?
Bitch.
Like we talked about this last episode. Scyther is one of my favorite Pokemon of all time, though vastly underrated. I don't know if it's just because the dude literally has knives for hands, but I can't argue with it.
Like Edward Scissorhands?
Well, he's got like a dragon face.
Yeah.
Which is dope.
And the only thing I will say is that it was only, I believe, available in Fire Red for the game consoles, I know, between Leaf Green and Fire Red. And I would always have to buy it from the supply. And then I would train it, and it was just awesome to have because there's really not a lot of great bug Pokemon, so having a Scyther is definitely one to accomplish. So Bugsy at 5, we will move on to one of the more unique gym leaders. That is Jasmine.
I love this Pokemon.
The reason I'm saying this is because, you know, when you look at the photo, Jasmine's main Pokemon is Steelix.
Young Steelix.
The evolved form of Onix traded with a metal coat. But Jasmine is a little interesting because she has Magnemites that are also with her. So she has Electric Steel and then Ground Steel, which kind of contradict each other, right? Because, you know, ground and electric really don't mix.
Steel was one of those interesting additions in this one. The Steel Jacket to get Scyther to another Pokemon that I'm sure we'll name later, to get Onix to Steelix, that sort of stuff. Wildheim says, is Austin trying to look like a Pokemon trainer for the stream?
That's all I have to say.
Can confirm.
Fair. Farmer boy Austin.
Go on, get that there, Steelix. Go on, get it. Hillbilly Danny coming back.
Ride your Steelix to school day.
God, I would love it. Yeah, so, I mean, that's interesting, right? Like having electric with ground, but both still steel. That's kind of like an anti-conductor, which could throw a lot of opponents off. Like when you throw out Magnemites and you're like, oh, well, she's probably going to throw out another electric type, and it turned out to be a damn Steelix, like completely out of the blue.
Yeah. I love Steelix.
I very much appreciated that one, man.
Austin is the real life Ash Ketchum, is what Foreigner said.
But I grow older. Like, I don't want to. Ash, like, no. Okay, first of all, if I'm anything, I'm red. Like, don't compare me to a guy that took, like, how many years to win the actual, like, beat the Elite Four. Like, took him, like, 30 years to beat the Elite Four, and he stayed 10 the whole time.
Oh, yeah, Ash is overrated.
Literally was like, oh, I'm not going to, like...
He hasn't caught them all.
Yeah. But, like...
Neither have you.
Here's why he's overrated, Austin. You know how easy it could have been to get a fucking Zubat? Brock got one. Ash has never owned a Zubat.
Sure. He traded a Butterfree for Eradicate.
Overrated.
Idiot. Have the dental amount of time to fix that. Stupid ass.
He just got lucky with the best Pokemon that we've ever had in that Pikachu.
Yeah.
So.
But, yeah, I don't need to put a cheat code on my life to see if I can ever beat the Elite Four by never aging, so it happens. We will move on to number 3, the Ghost Trainer, Morty. Which I
Hell yeah.
When I think of Morty, all I think is Morty from Rick and Morty. Oh, gee, Rick, I really don't know what I'm doing. So we gotta get Jessica. Like, I love that place. Morty is one of the first gym leaders to have more than 3 Pokemon. And it's interesting because his Pokemon are all of the first edition, like 1 through 152 Pokemon. He has a Ghastly, he has 2 Haunters, and he has a Gengar.
It's so annoying that Pokemon trainers don't have just 6 Pokemon. Like, how do you not just have 6 Pokemon?
It's like, well, I have all, like, I've been training these. Well, yeah, we all had a... Whoa. the quote unquote HM Pokemon that was just used for HMs the whole time. You hate to be that Pokemon, right? Like use strength after just using Surf, and it's like, buddy, I'm so tired. Like, can you just have somebody else learn it or do it? Put the disc on there. It's like learn a new move. You don't know anything. It's kind of how I feel. I don't know. But yeah, a Ghastly, 2 Haunters, and a Gengar. So, I mean, wouldn't it just be the same thing to just trade the 2 Haunters so you'd have 3 Gengar?
How dare you? Karaoke time. Impression of Rick from Rick and Morty trying to be a Pokemon trainer from Grind Project.
I got that.
Oh.
I sound like that. Morty, there's a goddamn Zubat. You gotta get it, Morty. It's gonna wreak havoc. Yeah, we gotta go to the new dimension and get the Pokemon. It's stupid.
That was pretty fucking good.
He got real into that one.
Yeah, he's been waiting for that karaoke time for 3 years now. Wow.
That's one of my better impressions. Glad I was actually able to do it. So yeah, Morty at 3 again. Think he could just find 3 Gengar. I know how much the love that you appreciate for Haunter D, but that's a golden opportunity that's missed.
Oh, I get it. I'm with it, man. I feel your pain.
Number 2, which probably a lot of people might think number 1, but I'll explain. Number 2 is Claire.
Bravo, Foreigner says.
2 is Claire, and Claire is our dragon expert.
Rawr.
Claire does not have 1, not 2, but 3 Dragonairs. 3 Dragonairs and 1 Kingdra. Which Kingdra, one of the more better water designed Pokemon, I would have to say. That's also a dragon, so hella dope for that. I would always have to find one and then trade. Well, I would have to catch a Horsey, and then I would trade it with a dragon scale in order for it to evolve.
Yeah, that was when items started getting super heavy and you had to hold them and stuff. And
I remember when it was so easy and all I had to do was hold an EXP share. I'll tell you, the times they have changed. Again, kind of the same reasoning. You have 3 Dragonairs. Could you not find the time to make one of them a Dragonite? Could you not find just one?
You have big issues with all these trainers, huh?
It's just like, it's lazy. It's just straight up lazy writing, and it's lazy. Like, just make one an ultimate level. Like, I get that you're trying to make Kingdra kind of look like the OG, but when you have 3 Dragonairs and not one of them is a Dragonite, you're just a bad trainer. I don't even know what to say to that. Like, but yeah, I mean, she's one of the best ones when it comes to dragons, and I love how I will say that certain Dragonair knows certain moves. I know that one essentially has the ability to use Surf, while another one has the ability to use Thunderbolt, and the other one uses Ice Beam. So it's a variety. But again, you can just have a Dragonite that knows Thunder, Ice Beam, and all that other jazz, and you'll be fine. But I'm not going to argue with stupidity at this point. It'll just say
Yeah, Vo, he's not going to argue with you, dumbass.
It's all right.
So,
I don't feel like arguing with you either on that one.
Because you don't know anything about Pokemon.
Hey, Claire, number 2.
You're not wrong.
Finally, again, this is where it's going to get controversial, but
Yeah, it is.
we are I would say the normal gym trainer, Whitney.
Ah, milk titties.
No.
Well, she's got the what, Austin?
You don't see them?
Milk titties. Udders. Sorry.
Udders,
Udders.
milk
Udders. Udders. Udders.
The reason that Whitney is 1 is because she has by far one of the most frustrating Pokemon in the Johto region.
Milk titties are frustrating.
Is that really the Pokemon's name?
I would say it's essentially a roided out Chansey.
Roll out.
That is one of the most frustrating moves in this entire thing because Milk Tank is
Milk
again,
Tank.
Tank.
Oh, you're close.
Tank. Yes. Milk.
Milk titties. Damn it. Son of a bitch.
You had the T.
I'm so mad at myself.
Should be ashamed.
Come on, Derek. God damn.
Milk Tank.
Milk Tank.
Its name alone is a literal tank. She can take any amount of damage that's thrown at her, almost like it's nothing. I think honestly, it's the combination of like a health point, like a hit point of a Chansey or a Snorlax. Like it's so big
Yup.
that it's unreal. And all she does is use rollout, and it hits you like 5 times. And it's like, well, I'm glad I used my one tackle because that sure as shit ain't gonna help me.
That's
So
the worst Pokemon.
it's literally one of the most frustrating Pokemon in the game. But there's a little respect to frustrating. Like when I had to put in, I would say like, I don't want to say countless hours, but hours trying to beat
Hours into those cities, yeah.
Yes. But
Well,
a lot of people might not consider just because it's the normal Pokemon.
but
that
it's
you
the
know.
annoying one. I mean, this was one of the toughest ones to defeat because it was normal, Austin. You can't discredit because it's normal. I agree with you.
And it weighs 166.5 pounds.
Did you hear that, Aus?
166.5 pounds.
And it's 4'11".
I could kick the shit out of this Pokemon.
I don't think you could.
It weighs 165 pounds. I weigh 220.
I don't think
I'm
you could,
6'1" on
For
a good day.
Pokemon, is that pretty heavy for a Pokemon?
For a Pokemon,
Yeah.
I'll kick its ass. Back me up, Austin.
It's no Snorlax, I will say, when it comes to weight.
Yeah, look up Snorlax's weight,
I will.
since
That's,
that's all you can do with Pokemon
I got
stuff.
facts.
I need to replay these games, Aus.
Whoa.
Yeah.
He said, yeah.
1,014 pounds for Snorlax.
Well, yeah, that's why you can't get it out the road.
You have to literally play a flute and go. But yeah, I think a lot of people just might find it a little odd just because it is like these are normal type Pokemon, and normal type Pokemon really don't. The only normal type Pokemon that gets virtually a lot of credit is Snorlax.
Thanks for it.
So
Fat ass.
I would say like it's great, man. Milk Tank's just frustrating, but that's exactly why Whitney's #1. So take that as you will.
What the? That's the new transition, Oz.
I feel you have to do that every
Take it
time.
as you will. I like the trainer one. I'll admit that I don't remember trainers as well in this game, as I obviously do the original for all that stuff. But the people, once you start naming them, have started to show a little bit of resemblance to my childhood. So
Not,
I mean, these
not mine. I was outside
really
playing.
small, right? Like, so it's interesting, but yeah. So let's. Do you want to do our great debate first, or do you want to do our Instagram rank?
why do you want to change it?
You want
I don't know.
we can do the Instagram rank.
Do
if you-
yeah. Let's
do the Instagram rank.
Let's go rogue. I think that would help. You know why, Austin? I think that would help Vo learn some Pokemon for the debate.
That's
So
I
I'm
know
with you.
them
I'm with
all.
you. I'm with you. Let's help Bo out. You're right, Aus.
All right, here we go.
I put a Instagram rank out of like the best Johto final evolutions, and some of these might be a little controversial, but
Yeah, I got some questions for you, buddy.
that's fine. That's fine. But Coastwine at #5. I think this is. It's not a very clever designed Pokemon, but I think it's more hilarious than anything. It is essentially a giant pig with fur. I think that's dope.
One of the toughest. I forget what gym leader had it or whatever, but it's the toughest one to kill. I hated fighting this
It
Pokemon.
uses ice attacks.
Yes.
So it hits you with an ice beam, but at the same time, it's just like trying to sleep. So you're pissing it off. Like it's just like a normal dog if you come and keep poking at it. #4, this might be the questionable one, but I enjoyed the design. And again, this was the first Pokemon that was different. I don't know if you remember that, Derek, but this was the first Pokemon that we saw that wasn't out of the 152 in the first movie.
It was the original battle during the opening credits.
Correct. Yes. Dauphin was the original Pokemon thrown out. So people were like, holy shit, this is a whole new Pokemon. Like, that's when people realized there's more.
Yep.
There's more than 151, 152 Pokemon.
No
So,
fun. The elephant type Pokemon.
oh god, that was so like it's like, oh, this type of Pokemon.
Look
It's just,
out for his rollout attack.
which is just like Professor Oak, he couldn't just program all this data so I wouldn't have to collect it like a goddamn like whole summer long homework assignment.
It is kind of bullshit that Professor Oak's like, go find all the Pokemon, Ash. And it's like, you can't tell me that every other person on the planet that's ever been born can't send you this. Like, there's an internet there.
You know, he definitely probably programmed his Gary's Pokedex with like half that shit already in it.
I would have. Gary's an idiot.
It's like, and then, you know, Professor Oak basically murders his crab for dinner.
I would have eaten a crab, but it would have been Gary's.
That's true. At number 3, Mag Cargo. I'm a huge sucker for some of the fire types in the Johto region, and this is one of them. It is a literal fire slug that is made up of magma. Like, you can't ever touch it, but it's a dope Pokemon.
It is a cool design. I will give you that.
So, Mag Cargo is it's not the fastest, obviously, and you probably shouldn't have it on any wooden surface because it could probably easily like burn through and fall. But I don't know. I thought it's a really cool design. It's not as cool as number 2, and that is Feraligatr.
My starter was always Totodile.
Yeah. Because it always.
Yarp. Little caveman looking ass.
This should be like the mascot of like the Florida Gators, if anything. Like this should probably be it, but we're gonna take that advice because they don't listen.
They might be watching the show right now. You don't know.
The Florida Gators might be watching the show.
The Florida Gator. He's gonna retire and then boom,
You know what?
new mascot.
If you're watching, no, I salute you, my friend. So, but yeah, Feraligatr at 2, man. I really enjoyed this design because it doesn't look all that intimidating, but it has a very much dog style of rage.
Oh, I love him, yeah.
Thrown out. Like, so. 2 with that, and finally at number 1, by far the best final evolution, Typhlosion.
I think there's some you missed, but Typhlosion's easily number 1. So that makes up for everything.
It happens, but you know, can't argue with greatness.
Well, there's only 2 but I want to keep them for later. Is the only 2 that I would put on here. But I think Piloswine is slept upon aggressively, and I think that Typhlosion's the coolest fucking Pokemon they've come up with in a long time.
Yeah, I mean, again, I was always more of like I loved all the fire type designs.
Yep.
Because I think it's just easy to work with designing for a fire type where it's like grass, like, man, I gotta put goddamn leaves on another freaking like just people like sketching and shit. I'm like, I'm tired of drawing vines, tired of drawing leaves, done with this shit. Like, I get it. And people are going to understand is our great debate. So it's time for the great debate.
Am I doing good? Austin, am I making you proud?
Yeah.
Okay. Beating the fuck out of this gavel.
Well, you need to find Vo in contempt of court still, because he has still not put in that.
What are you talking about?
Huh?
Huh?
Shut up, Vo, bitch ass. What?
We're back.
We're back.
Watch out for that table. Who put that there?
Yeah, I know, right? Goddamn table. Stupid table ass.
He kicked it last week, too.
He kicks it every week.
We are going to draft our Johto Pokemon squad. So just like the original Great Debate with our 6, we're going to draft 6 Johto Pokemon and put it in. So if you guys need to pull up references, please do. That is 1 Vo. I need you to do that, sir. So I'm just making sure
Do you have references up?
They're all in here.
Yeah, okay. Let's just get it underway.
So I'm waiting for a fan because I think we've done this quite a bit. Decide the order. I'm waiting.
This water's going right. I'm going to pee again. I'm going to do it. I'm going to go pee.
That is true. You want to kick the table if you're in the studio, Austin.
I'm gonna go pee.
I'm
sorry.
Well, I guess you're not going first.
I drank this whole thing. I regret drinking this.
Oh, gosh. I will say so. Someone better come up with a way to decide this draft order before Derek comes back, or I'm demanding of a royal decree of 500 bits. I think that's understandable.
There we go. Rook says, Vo, Austin, Deke.
Okay, there we go. So Deke gets the roundabout, I get the middle. That's fine. Bo, we can start whenever you're, or would you rather prefer we wait for Deke? If that's fine. Someone donate bits to get Bo to do something. I'm tired of doing everything. So, I'm coming.
No, this is your show. This is your show. You do all the impressions.
RankKing Court viewers, someone donate bits to have Bo do something, because it's always Derek and I doing stuff. Bo needs to do something.
I produce the show. That's all I'm here for.
But you need to do stuff. Josh does stuff and he produces stuff.
Josh donates to do stuff like for himself.
Oranger, I know you're in the chat. You need to. You need to have Bo do I don't know, squats or something. I don't know.
No, we don't need to do that. I have a hockey game later. Can't hurt my legs.
This is good practice.
It's championship. You coming?
No, I'm not coming, buddy. I'm sorry.
Forager's playing.
Well, I hope he does well.
Yeah. See, Forager said Vo needs to get himself a championship tonight.
Are you looking over the Johto style Pokemon?
Oh yeah, I got one. You want me to go?
If you can, if you want, we can start off.
All right.
It's at 3, so we can start off real quick.
For we're just starting now. We had a little side convo.
Sorry about that, Us.
For my first overall pick, I'm going with Raikou.
Okay, I guess we're doing legendaries.
Well, you said.
I don't think we should do legendaries. I don't.
Yeah,
I don't. I'm sorry.
Who's legendary and who's
all
not?
the dogs and the 2 birds.
All the dogs.
3 dogs, 2 birds, and Celebi. All off the table.
All right.
This motherfucker, Austin.
Then Tyranitar.
Okay, so
Reptar, nice pick.
It is a really good pick, but yeah, Tyranitar was actually.
He's just looking at the highest fucking number, Austin.
No, I'm just going at the pictures, what they look like.
Oh, that's a good reason too.
Everything else doesn't mean anything to me.
I'm gonna take, since I'm up for the second one, I'm gonna take my boy, the metal-coated bastard himself. Let's go Scizor. Then Deke, you are up for the roundabout, my friend, with 2.
Uh-huh.
Oh no.
I'll take Lugia and Hoa. No, I'm just kidding, Bo.
He's off the table.
Are you trying to Google how to spell?
I have the list here, so I know how to spell them.
All right, first off, you don't have to get all anal.
You only make fun of one person with spelling on these shows. We don't need another one.
Give me Ampharos, the strongest of all the electrical types.
Yeah.
Ampharos.
Ampharos.
Aros.
Yeah.
So no, Harous. AR.
Arous.
Yeah, or just OS. See, you fucking up with the U. My bad. You got me all messed up, man.
Usually there's a U in there.
I know. And then give me Typhlosion.
Typhlosion.
So I have the strongest fire and the strongest electric. Typhlosion.
Typhlosion.
Losion. Yeah, there you go.
I might just wing it and just spell them how I think.
Pull an L-Sash.
Yeah.
I am going to go with my next pick. I'm going to. Okay, so yeah, I'll have him on the roundabout. I will choose. I'm gonna go Steelix. I know it's a second steel type, but ground steel and bug steel, those are 2 hard combos to fight against unless you got a strong fire type. So.
Steelix.
Which I do.
Yeah.
I'm coming for your ass, Sauce.
You know what? Your squad's the only one I'm concerned with so far, unless Vo pulls one out here. Just look backwards.
You're for 2, Vo, by the way.
I got this.
He's got it, Austin.
I just gotta look at the pictures real quick.
Also, I make a vow to take unknown off the table.
Yes, 100%.
Okay.
What does that mean?
The game unknowns are not really that strong. They're psychic creatures. The movie unknowns are the bigger ones. But
Okay. Let's go with Hoot Hoot. Because I like his name.
Just let him go, Us. Just let him go. Good pick, though.
Does that not count?
That's a great pick, buddy.
And it's my turn again?
Oh, yeah, I'm excited for this one.
Oh, boy.
Let's batch that Hoot Hoot up.
Hoot Hoot. And we'll go with... you said no dogs?
None of the big three.
Who's the big three?
The legendary dogs we named in the show.
Okay, so we didn't name this one yet. So Houndoom.
That is totally on the board.
Fire dog. Yep, I dig it. Okay.
Of course you do. It's a good pick.
It is a pick, technically.
Hooting over the hoot.
Houndoom. What a pick.
Houndoom.
I like it.
It's interesting to definitely decide a winner after this, but I will then take. Man, I want to save that for later, but no, I can't. I gotta go off pure balance on this one. I'm gonna go Crobat. One of the most cool design Pokemon.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. He's awesome.
I'm not entirely sure what you have to do to get it. That's the thing. You have to. Oh, it's
Steel Wing on the Zubat, right? In trade?
I don't know if it's steel. It says use 100 Zubat candy to evolve. That's not right. Yes.
You'll need to catch either a Zubat or Golbat and then evolve it into Crobat. Crobat evolves from Golbat by raising the Golbat's friendship rating over 220.
So it's one of the hardest Pokemon to evolve because you have to literally like love this thing like no other, and that's the only reason why Brock was anything at one point because he was a friend. He literally caught a Zubat and then raised it from birth basically to become a Crobat.
I like that the whole chat is basically saying at least Votash is good at hockey.
Hey, that's all that matters.
I'm up for 2?
You are up for 2, my friend.
All right, give me my favorite Pokemon of this generation. Let me find it real quick. Espeon, E-S-P-E-O-N. The psychic type of the Eevee evolution where you train during the day. So I got fire, I got electric, I got psychic. And then give me one that we talked about earlier on the show, Pillow-Swine. That ice ground with 100 attack.
I'm very surprised you didn't go with the combo D, but
I'm not a big fan of just straight up dark Pokemon, bro. Like, at least Espeon is psychic.
Yeah, and I did enjoy the game though.
Espeon is my favorite of this generation. Would you say, Oz?
I enjoyed the game though, by the way, for the GameCube, because those were your starting Pokemon were Umbreon and Espeon.
Yep.
I thought that was one of the coolest things ever. But, so now you're on to Vo is up.
We're just as excited as you are, Vo.
This one, I'm going to go with Shuckle.
Okay.
Because he looks pretty awesome.
Yeah. Big Shuckle guy.
Big Shuckle, yeah. Big Shuckle guy.
You have the coolest team, Vo.
The coolest team. That's what we're going for. We don't care about winning. We just want to look cool out there. And then I get another one, right?
Cool logic of this draft. So you want to look cool. I get it.
Is it my turn again?
Yeah, you started, right? Yeah, you're up.
He was about to steal my pick.
I doubt that, but let's see.
Next pick, we're gonna go with Sneasel.
That's actually not a bad pick. Sneasel was not a bad pick. Well, don't do that. It's not a bad pick, buddy.
Thank you.
Okay, Sneasel. I like it. I will now pick one of the most odd combinations of Pokemon. I will go with Lantern. Who's both a water and an electric.
Yeah, it's not a terrible one. He has the light over his head, I think, right?
Yep.
Is it just spelled Lantern?
Instead of the E, it is a U.
Okay.
Lanturn.
Oh, shit.
Wait, did I miss one of Austin's picks?
Scissor, Steelix, Crobat, Lantern. No, because Yes, you definitely did.
Austin, what were your picks again?
Scizor, Steelix. Definitely pick Crobat.
Crobat, yeah.
Lantern. And then, yeah.
There's-
I only picked
Unless you skipped him.
Maybe I skipped them.
So then I would say, Austin, just go again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened.
Yeah, you might have just gone instead of, because the order's different than the order, so that's not a big deal.
All right, yeah, we're good. So Lantern, and then I will go with. I think one of the cooler designed.
I'm so fucking pissed if he takes my pick because you gave him 2 picks, though.
One of the better Pokemon that had a story, and that is I'm gonna go with another bug type. I'm gonna go with Heracross.
Oh, I'm cool with that one. That's a good pick, though.
This Pokemon literally just ate. That's all it did. It at one point they had Pinsir coming into their village, eating all their food. So when Team Rocket made a giant Pinsir and tried to like attack, the part of the forest like blew up, and this Heracross was still there, like sucking sap off a tree, like, burning down. And then Ash was like the only one to like get him off the tree, and he became one of Ash's most powerful Pokemon for a point of time. So I'm not going to hold that against it. So I'm going to take. I know I'm not a big fan of bug types, but I got.
Yeah, it's not a bad pick.
Good pick.
Almost like a bug fighting, I think. So I'm going to go with Heracross. Yeah, for number 5.
Give me, for my 5th pick, so I have Fire, Electricity, Psychic, and then Ice. Give me Jumpluff, Grass and Flying type. Jumpluff, L-U-F-F. Jumpluff. And then I guess I really need. That's my grass. I need a water type, huh? Water.
Don't take my pick.
Give me Kingdra. Got that dragon aspect to it.
Right. I was. That's a very sneaky last pick. So I was hoping he would have been there, but sadly he wasn't.
Thank you. I'm very happy with my team. You're up, boss, for your last pick.
I really think the only one I'm missing right now is my fire type. So I will go with the one that I talked the town about, and I will go with Magcargo for my final pick. I think I have enough speed. I think I could do with a little bit of durability.
Yeah, I don't need that.
So Magcargo.
Do you need help?
Magcargo.
I believe in you.
I got it. You want to help me with my last pick?
Yeah, I would take
Yeah,
Pikachu.
yeah. He's not on there.
What do you have? All right, what do you got? You got. Thank you, Foreigner. I know I won. You got Hoothoot, Doom, Shuckle, Sneasel. So we need to find you someone cool. I love the way Mischievous looks.
Where's he at?
Number 200. Pokemon 200. Mischievous is dope. Girafarig, 203. Dope. Girafarig, I think. Girafarig. He's dope at 203.
What about... I'm going to go with Octillery.
Okay.
What number's that again?
224. He's a jet Pokemon, if you didn't know.
He's what do you mean jet Pokemon?
That's what it says.
He's an octopus.
It says jet Pokemon.
It does say jet Pokemon. What the fuck is a jet Pokemon?
So you don't even know.
You don't either.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Oh, that's not true.
Okay, everyone's quit hopping on Deke's dick. All right, let's.
Come on now.
He's
I mean,
mad that
yeah,
team
let's
and my
not.
team are better than his.
Don't get upset that I absolutely crushed this one.
I would say there's a big discussion. For
Scizor is your first overall pick out of 151 fucking Pokemon.
Yes. It's a bug steal. Where the hell are you gonna find that shit?
Who picks bugs? This ain't a bug's life.
I got 2 bugs that are strong as hell. You got a Pokemon that literally looks like it has 3 like little daffodils on it.
That is the strongest grass type in this entire generation.
That's bollocks, and you know that. There's Bellossom that's literally in this game, and in this.
And I would rather have Jumpluff than Blossom.
disagree. But
I know you disagree, but you didn't take Blossom either. So what are you fighting for here?
I'm fighting to prove that I got a shot here instead of everyone hopping on your dick already for the win.
They're not hopping on my dick. They're hopping on my motherfucking Pokemon's dick, brother.
You know what? We'll just have that. We'll put this on and we'll have people vote. But
You know what's funny? It's just funny that I took the team with the swine in it.
Yeah.
And Austin likes to call everyone peasants and swine. It's just a weird, you know.
It is funny. It's ironic.
Ironic.
It's
Yeah,
ironic.
that's the word. That's
Big
the
word.
Bionic ironic. Just like Austin's Steelix team.
So right now, Deke's in the lead. I'm in second. Austin's last.
You're at least in second or third.
Yeah.
You're in one of those. Yeah.
We're going to take a quick commercial break.
Yeah, panic mode.
There's no panic here. I'm putting my king authority to stop this before it gets
Rook says Scissors like drafting Baker Mayfield first overall. Wow.
Okay, you know what?
You know what? All right, commercial time.
Yeah, thank you.
Are movies dead?
No.
Are movies dying?
No. Listen, everyone is saying that they think they are because Exhibition is struggling with COVID right now. It comes to life.
It's Harry
Yeah.
fucking Potter.
Because until you see that image, it only exists to you in your mind, right? And then it all becomes real,
Yeah.
right? Like it's not just something
Yeah.
in your head or on the cover of
Yeah.
a book.
Welcome to the fucking show. Tonight! And then they're like, okay, well, here's like a half-decent, cool car chase in it, and then they're in a plane.
How did she pull the
She's
trigger?
riding the motorcycle, and she's got her leg out. She's like,
Lucy Lou stole my heart.
Oh my god. Well, hey, listen.
But let's say you were a wizard, right?
hey, Justin, let's say he was a Harry.
It's a very campy film.
This man was not prepared for the type of supernatural shit that was coming down the pipe.
I'm just going to say it. They're my favorite characters in the whole movie up to this point because they are hilarious.
I had never seen it, but I'll be watching it again.
Welcome back, everyone, from the commercial break.
I thought it was going to go again.
Nah, we got it.
So, our top ranking for tonight is going to be the top 10 Johto Pokemon of all the Johto League. So, strap in because it's going to probably get controversial, but we'll see where it turns. What is the 4?
Because my guess is that you're going to rank a lot of the Pokemon that you drafted
I was
and
gonna say,
use that as your
spoiler
defense.
alert: 6 out of the 10 are gonna be my.
Oh, wow.
Pokemons.
Okay, never mind. We're okay then.
We're going to start off with number 10, in which one that not any of us picked.
No.
I wish I would have picked this
He's
one.
dope as shit, though.
Yeah, at number 10. You could kind of classify this as more of the. I mean, Milk Tank and Ursaring kind of go hand in hand for being like the most weighted hit point Pokemon. But Ursaring more has like a tenacity, a little bit more like.
Powerful as a motherfucker.
Yeah, exactly. Like more of a don't disturb me, hibernation, piss me off kind of way. Like a bear, obviously. But it's tall. Like, Bo, check the actual height of Ursaring. Because I think it's pretty damn tall.
I'm just glad Vo found something he can do when it comes to Pokemon. Because I know he doesn't like to talk about Pokemon. So the fact that he can look up heights and stuff, I feel like he's in his prime.
It's just thing.
He's only 5'11".
Gasp.
Oh.
How tall are you?
5'11".
Yeah, don't say he's only 5.
6 foot. Sorry, not 5'11".
You are not 6 foot.
No, he's 5'12".
5'12". Yeah. Snorlax is 6'11".
That surprises me, actually.
That does. I mean, maybe it's just the weight a little bit. Like makes its head stand. I don't know.
You think the fatter he is, the taller he is?
Maybe. I don't know. That's kind of a really shitty thing to say, but I don't know.
I
What
don't know.
else.
Snorlax are fat as shit. You're good.
We'll move on to number 9. And yes, I did pick this one, but I love the design. I love the character of it. I think it's brings a lot of panache to a Pokemon that really didn't have much. And that's Steelix at number 9.
Yeah, it was interesting how they were going to upgrade an Onyx. So
I mean, like Onyx was like, okay, it's a giant rock snake. Ooh, like I've the fact that it's giant
rock lobster.
you can like lose to like a Squirtle pisses me off, but I don't know. I think adding the steel element for its evolution makes it that much more dangerous, and finally it kind of unlocks that hidden potential that it should have had as an Onyx. But I mean, there's really not a lot that could probably stand against. The only thing I think would be like super effective would probably be fire. But even I'm not sure if that's super effective with ground having it and canceling it.
The sprinkler system at the gym.
That okay. So
At this gym.
All the
At
gyms.
Union Fitness
No,
Studio.
no, see.
We are going to hit number 8, which is Fortress.
Horizontal cloister, if you will.
Kind of. This is another one of Brock's Pokemon.
Yeah.
Actually. But I love the aspect of this Pokemon because if I imagine I put a thing on it and spin it, it makes me feel like it's Beyblade.
Yeah.
I mean, it's essentially like when you see those videos of people like taking their cat and like spinning it around. It's kind of what I want to do with like this 4-star. I want to put a thing in, I want to rip it and let it rip. We'll have to do a Beyblade episode. That is much in the works. But I mean, overall, the design's kind of more mysterious than anything because it literally just
grab
has
the bar
eyes.
above the word Twitch down. That should be.
Like even Cloister had like a face. Like Fortress only has eyes, so it's like
It is a little creepier, but it looks like a fortress.
exactly, which was the play on word. But it's like we don't even know how this thing eats.
Photosynthesis.
Photosynthesis. Photosynthesis. Number 7, one of Pokemon on Deke Squad. His last pick, Kingdra.
Big geek energy, baby.
Big Deke energy. A water and a dragon type is a deadly combination, and Kingdra spares no expense of taking what could be a Horsey that evolves into a Seadra. Only makes it that much more deadly when I'm the rank king. It's got king in its name, so I also kind of dig it for that particular reason because it is almost essentially the king of all water dragons.
Makes sense.
That's why I drafted him.
Hella dope, and we'll move on to one that I drafted based on design and how it's persona and how everything works. Number 6 is Crobat. And even if I didn't pick him, I think we could agree that this deserves to be in the top 10.
Crobat's awesome, yeah.
It's, again, like you have the two kind of mediocre, like, cave-dwelling Pokemon in a Zubat and a Golbat. But then you take it and you make that design even better by splitting its wings into 4 and also making it a Pokemon that is that more dependent on trainer specifically, which was another one, like I said, for Brock. Brock and Crobat were essentially inseparable. They were awesome together. And having this with its Venom, it's just one of the coolest Pokemon that are in Johto, man. The design is incredible, and I love the story. Number 5.
I just do want to say this contradicts what you said during Yu-Gi-Oh! Because back then you didn't like the power of friendship, but now you enjoy that friendship is how he evolves, so...
Well, it's not overused. Here's what I'll say. in this series, helps them win battles. The power of friendship doesn't overcome aspects of death and shadows and everything else. That's just a whole bunch of...
Don't be jealous of the power of friendship,
He's
Austin.
jealous.
Friendship conquers all, buddy.
One Pokemon that has a friendship with anything, and that is food. Number 5, the Bug Brawler Heracross at number 5.
I don't see why you're obsessed with this thing.
I love it, man. It has more strength than people realize. Like this Pokemon, if I remember correctly, not only lifted a tree out of the roots, but it lifted that Team Rocket pincer robot. Like there's hidden strength within hidden strength.
Yeah, he tossed that shit.
Yeah, like I mean, and the fact that it can use its horn essentially as like, I hate to say like shoe horn, like putting on a shoe, but like flipping all kinds of shit with its horn. I mean, it's a dangerous Pokemon, and not a lot of people, I think they want to play the judge a book by its cover thing before they do it. I think it's dope. So, number 4, one that neither, I keep saying neither, and there's 3 of us. One that not any of us picked.
Yeah.
Armory. And number 4, the Steel Bird. A lot of steel in this season. A lot of steel.
If I knew that, I would have taken this.
It's
one.
a dope ass bird.
Yeah.
Right.
It looks
I
really
mean,
sweet.
it's essentially, I kind of picture it like if you would fuse a Velociraptor with Eagle and melt it down into steel. Like that's what I get with this. It's
Tough as hell, yeah.
Yeah, it's dangerous. I'm not sure what gym leader had it, but it was definitely one of the most dangerous Pokemon that can fly, because even though it's made of steel, it is incredibly fast. And not a lot of people realize, because steel technically like weighs more than what most people think, but it has the whereabout and it has the tenacity to move faster to catch opponents off guard. So Skarmory at 4. Vo, you have a Pokemon on this list. Your number 1 overall pick at number 3, Tyranitar.
See, solid pick right there.
What I would describe
He is the highest number eligible.
What I would describe Tyranitar as is kind of like the Dragonite of the original 150, 151 kind of Pokemon. Is that it's almost legendary, but it's not S tier, it's A tier.
Yeah, 100%.
It's the wolf. If you get it to evolve into a Tyranitar, it's something that you're going to cherish for a while, because the evolution process of this thing is a pain in the ass. Evolving it from a Pupitar to a Larvitar to then a Tyranitar finally. The picture in here doesn't make it look so, threatening.
Looks a little frumpy, but it's all right.
A little frumpy with the sparkles and everything. So, but overall, it's one of the more, I don't want to say heavy set, because that again sounds bad.
Chunky.
He's 445 pounds.
Yeah, you can say heavy set.
Yeah. So we'll go with
He's
that.
built.
And number 2 is what's going to cause some controversy, because there are 2 in 2. These 2 are basically inseparable. You won't find, and I love this design that I found, Espeon and Umbreon at number 2.
The way you got them was to train Eevee either in the day or the night. So no stones.
So this is like the more unique of the EV evolutions, because like Derek said, Firestone, Thunderstone, Waterstone, all of these would evolve into like normal things, but training it in a certain aspect, whether light or day, makes this an amazing pick. And like I said, I love the GameCube game all the time, and I was always playing. I think just starting off is with you have your normal starters of the grass, water, fire, or even Pikachu. Or you could start off with a psychic and a dark Pokemon, which I thought was awesome. So, number 1.
Number 1, what
You
is
biased motherfucker.
It's Pikachu.
I'm just calling it like I see it. Excluding legendaries, number 1, Pokemon in Johto, and I know people back me up on this, is Scizor.
You biased motherfucker.
I'm not biased, man. I just know talent when I see it.
Yeah.
Just saying. To train Scizor, or train Cypher, and then evolve it, or trade it with a Steel Coat to evolve it into a Scizor. And then I know that every player of Pokemon makes their first move, and kind of that's what the rhythm of it.
Yeah.
My Swords Dance was always the first move I used.
Yeah, very true.
Scizor.
Crime Project says whack.
Yeah. You know what? Again, we're going to put this up. If you think that you can come up with 10 better Johto Pokemon.
Yeah, I would like to see 400's list.
Please write it.
I'd just like to say that he did it again. His team is made up of...
I told you that was what's going to happen. I mean...
You have a Pokemon in yours, and Derek, you have Pokemon in here too. Like, it's not like I just picked from the fruit. These were the best Pokemon.
I'm kind of surprised you didn't take Skymari, just out of your little love for Steel, to be completely honest with you, us.
Yeah, but I thought having 2 steals, like...
You have 2 bugs?
Yeah, I know, but one's a bug steal.
Roasted.
The other one's a bug fighter.
No, I love this range of Pokemon. Also, I thought that was really good ranking.
Yeah, man. I mean, like, again, we'll put up our like top 6 of each that we put in, and we'll see how the voting process will do.
Mm-hmm.
We'll also put up the top 10 that I put in here. If you think you can come up with top 10 Johto Pokemon that are not legendaries, I'll make that very clear, and we'll clip this, that are not legendaries, including unknown, I would love to see that. Because last time people were writing it, Zapdos, Mewtwo, and like I got all the legendaries. Shut up. All directions, idiots. God.
I do hate when people do that. They're literally like, well, I just have all the legendary birds. It's like, no, that's not it, buddy.
I was like collecting like 700 Master Balls. You didn't see that?
Love it, Us.
Um,
Still think I won, but...
Yeah, being an idiot.
Second.
so.
I think Austin got second just because you suck.
You said you liked one of my picks.
One of them.
It counts.
Okay.
It counts.
Take us home, Austin.
That concludes the second chapter of Pokemon. I'm assuming we're going to be going through this like someone speed reading the book at some point with all the different things Pokemon that we're going to do. So, though, suck it up. Get to it. That concludes our show for tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Tune in. Again, we are Tuesdays, 6:30 on Twitch. Wednesdays, Thoughts from the Movies at 8. Thursday is our flagship show, 2 Beers Deep at 6. Friday, The Vault drops on Facebook and YouTube at noon. And also on Fridays, if I remember correctly, it's Friday, right, of Beat the Bench, right?
Sunday.
Sunday. Saturday is nothing. Sunday is our, with this, we have Beat the Bench that always, you know, the brainchild of Ryan Botash of how it goes with, you know, game shows we just talked about last week. We got it in here now, okay? Watch us answer questions and kind of look stupid when we get it wrong. It all happens. Also, Boondock Bangerang for all your sports betting needs at 10 on Sunday. Monday is the Idiot Hour. We range from Among Us to all video game content to draft days, all in between, a nice little sandwich that makes us happy.
We might do draft day this week.
Nice. We'll do draft day. Awesome. Until then, the jean jacket, the hat that makes me look like a 10-year-old that never ages. Court is adjourned, boys.
Court is adjourned.